So naturally, I post a lot of my food on my IG stories, and subsequently a lot of you have been asking me to do like recipe videos. So I figured it'd probably be perfect for me to do like a what I eat in a day, so that you can get some ideas for yourself and also be a little bit nosy and see what I eat. So today I'm gonna show you what I've been making recently. Right now it's actually pretty late, it's like 1 o'clock. It is 1:10 and this is pretty normal for me. I eat kind of late. Let's make some food. So I started this morning with one of these. I think it's 32 ounces. I'm not really sure, but I just poured myself a little bit more water, and now I'm going to break my fast. My preference is to always break my fast with the juice. So when I wake up, I just have my like pre and probiotic, and I have water, and then I go about my day. I did try intermittent fasting for a little bit, and one thing I took from it is definitely like understanding when you're actually hungry and when you just want to eat. And I am one of those people who definitely just eat because I can or because I get bored. So when I'm having a productive day, in fact, I actually forget to eat. So I've been practicing mindful eating. And breakfast, I would argue that breakfast is the most important part of the day. And I feel like depending on what it is, it can either slow you down or actually give you more energy. So I'm trying to start off on a good note. Otherwise, I'll go back to bed and that's not good. So, first meal. All right, so, wow. I'm sorry if you can hear my refrigerator, it's really obnoxious. The first thing I am going to get is just a couple of apples. Let's say 3 for now. These are just and this is reverse osmosis water. I just fill this up at the grocery store. I'm just gonna grab some herbs and some greens. Pineapple and parsley. Also ginger and cilantro. Also, I would normally have everything in these bags, but I ordered delivery from Whole Foods or like Amazon Prime, and so they delivered them in those. So if you are triggered. Okay, so my juice is done, and now I'm just gonna finish cutting up this pineapple for another day. Why aren't you focusing? Now, if you don't do a really weird like food combination, then you can also save your pulp and you can throw this into a smoothie if you don't want to waste the fiber, or if you like need the fiber in your diet. So my recommendation would be to like juice your ingredients separately, and that way you can separate the fiber and incorporate it into like cookie batter or whatever. Might be a good way to sneak in vegetables for your kids, stuff like that. Bon appetit. Pineapple and like spicy stuff, so good together. Usually I do pineapple with jalapeno. Also, I don't need a straw in this, but it helps me drink it slower. So I'll see you guys later. I wanted to add too that like this is the time that I would also take my vitamin if I don't take it at night. Yes, I take my vitamins at night sometimes. I know it's weird, but I'm testing a theory. And these are the ones that I've been taking recently. Being plant-based, you sometimes have less access to some of the very vital nutrients that you need for your overall wellness. B12 being one of them. So what I love about Ritual is that not only does it contain B12, but it also is specific to women and making sure that we get all of the nutrients that we need. So I really appreciate that it's vegan certified. I've been using it for like the last 3.5 weeks, and I'm honestly really excited to try my second bottle because I love seeing the type of changes that come with long-term use, you know what I mean? And if you guys have any gaps in your diet and want to try it out as well, then I do actually have 10% off for your first 3 months. So you can use the link in the description box and my code to take advantage of it. Okay, the time is now 4:30. No, I do not normally wait this long to eat food. The most it'll usually hold me over for is like 2 hours. I just got busy, unfortunately, so now I'm going to make something to eat, and then I'm even going to prepare dinner a little bit ahead of schedule. And also dessert, which you guys have probably seen me share on Instagram. So yeah, let's get started. And I'm gonna do some cherry tomatoes. Take some dinosaur kale. Don't forget to save these for juice. And then I'm gonna take the other quarter of the lime that I cut earlier. And I'm gonna massage the kale. You could also do this with salt, but it's easy to kind of make it too salty by doing that. So I prefer the lemon. Plus the lemon also kind of brightens the flavor. And normally you would do this without the onion. I'm adding the onions because you know how raw onion can be sometimes. The reason I'm doing this is because kale is quite cruciferous, so it can actually be like kind of hard to digest, especially if you already have a weakened digestive system. Now you'll know that you're done because your kale will not only have reduced in size, but also the color will get really dark. And if this seems like quite a small salad, it's because it is. I would never eat a salad this small, but this is actually a side salad having this small bit because I'm basically just waiting for my soup to be done. I also chopped up some fresh garlic, some thyme. We're going to let this simmer for about 30, 35, 40 minutes until it's like everything is nice and soft basically. So the nice thick piece of sourdough. I'm also gonna put some of this yuzu hot sauce. So it's only like 7:30, 7:15, thoroughly full. I always need something sweet, so I'm gonna have dessert. Also gonna take my vitamins. I think it's because, like, you know, your body is regenerating at night, so I feel like it would be more useful at the end of the day versus the beginning of the day when my body is like busy doing other things, namely digesting all of the food that I'm eating throughout the day. Obviously your gut health is really important because that means that you're actually going to be assimilating the things that you're ingesting. So if I didn't mention it before, I take a pre and probiotic in the morning because it's supposed to be taken on an empty stomach. The vitamins you could take with or without food is really up to you, although I have like no science to back this, so I don't know if it's true or not. It's just what I do.